Happy Friday, coming in live for the breakfast show, episode number, we stopped counting. Oh my goodness, I'm super pumped up. I'm super fired up for this morning's breakfast episode. If you're brand new, you're like, what the heck is a breakfast episode? In the comments, drop new. I invite you to put a dash where you're tuning in from. And obviously, if you're returning, you're like, what's up? Michelle's here for the breakfast show. Say happy Friday in the comments so that I can say hello to you. And maybe you catch this on the replay. I can't forget about you as a replayer because there's been some replays that have absolutely rocked my life. So if you get this on the replay, just put replay next to it. Love to know where you're tuning in from. I love the diversity of the breakfast show because so many people are on for the breakfast show this morning. This specific episode, we are in 4 areas. Can you believe it? We're in YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Like, we are making a momentum movement today on Friday. So are you ready or are you ready? What are we gonna make for breakfast this morning? I need you to help me. What are we making? Are we making like pancakes? Are we making milkshakes? Are we making omelets? Are we making egg bites? Like, I want you to tell me what we're making. And it's gonna be packed with protein, and it's gonna be so amazing that we're gonna burn over 30 calories eating it, and we're gonna be full till lunch. I'll tell you that right now, okay? So, today's episode, we're gonna talk about one of the reels that we covered, how I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months after struggling for 11 months to drop even an inch. Okay, did you hear that right? I'm gonna say it again. For 11 months, I didn't drop an inch when I was trying. And after implementing 3 things that I'm going to share with you this morning on today's breakfast show, I'm telling you right now, I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months and I have maintained it. So I'm here to tell you that if you're on the struggle bus and if you're wanting to lose weight and you're not seeing the scale budge or your clothes budge, that this could literally rock your socks off. So if you're pumped up, fired up, and jacked up, I need some fire emojis in the comments because I'm feeling like you might be sleeping. And I need you to smile. Smile while you still have teeth, okay? Smile while you still have teeth. So we're gonna talk about that, a little bit about my background. So as I was on that journey for 11 months, got nowhere, ended up going in for a physical. I'm the girl who gets a physical every single year just to get my blood levels tested. Am I doing good? Am I doing not? And I figured that day that I went in for a physical, I was going to be getting a call. And I figured that call was going to be like, hey, we found the issue. Hi, Trinda, we found the issue. And the issue is your thyroid, or the issue is your hormones. But guess what? There was no issue. The issue lied within what it was I was doing. And I was doing things wrong. And I'm here to tell you that I talk to about 50 brand new people every day. And I love it. And what I find is when I mention these 3 things, they're like, wait, what? I'm not doing those 3 things either. And when they start doing these 3 things, all of a sudden, the fat melts off their body, whether they're perimenopausal, menopausal, 60 years old, 70 years old, or 80 years old. And all of a sudden, they reach their goal weight and they maintain it, and all of their dreams come true. So these 3 things are very, very, very important. And it's not just me. It's a revolutionary movement that I'm teaching. So you might think it's all about calories. That was me. Drop a heart in the comments if you've ever followed a meal plan. A meal plan. I followed 30 meal plans. And you know what? I would get good results. I would get good results on a meal plan. Do you want to know why? That person giving you a meal plan is giving you the proper percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. It's called macronutrients. Macronutrients. Macro and micronutrients are the literally #1 culprit to weight loss. It's not about calories. So as I was the calorie queen and getting nowhere, and I kept figuring, okay, I'm getting these meal plans, I'm getting results, but guess what would happen? I'd get off the meal plan because I'd reach my goal, and then all of a sudden it was all putting the weight back on week after week after week after week because I didn't know how to get the proper percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. Drop a 1 if you know that at the end of the day, Okay, doesn't matter. It's the end of the day. Say you're in this app. Out of all the calories you ate, let's say it's 1,800. Did 35% or greater of those calories come from protein? Did 40% or less come from fats and carbs? The graph's going to equal 100%. The graph will equal 100%. It's a graph. My graph looked like this. 70% fat, 10% protein, that's 80% total. The other 20% was carbs. I didn't understand though, because my fats were only like 70 grams. And my protein, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't that far off. But there's 9 calories per gram of fat, 4 calories per gram of carb, 4 calories per gram of protein. So guess what I did? For 11 months, I'm like, you know what? I'm figuring this out without the meal plan. I'm figuring it out. I'm not going to give up. And I'd go in this app and I'm like, I'm going to reach these numbers and I'm going to fall. And I'd try and I'd try and I'd try. And one day I woke up and I'm like, I figured it out. And now, if you don't know this, I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months without giving up any alcohol, desserts, any foods, and no meal plan. And then I'm like, okay, Jeff, I need to test something on you. Like, go in this app. All I need you to do is put the food you eat in this app. Don't change anything. And then I started doing it on him, and he dropped 25 pounds. And he's maintained it. And I've maintained it. And he didn't give up his red wine. He didn't give up foods or desserts or his salty tortilla chips. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to start sharing this with the world. So I started sharing it with you. And then I went viral. I went from no following to like 1.4 million between 3 accounts. And I invented this thing called Power Play, where literally in 5 days, I teach you in my course. You're probably like, course? I don't want to do something. We're in it together. I put you in an app today where literally all you do, just go in and put the food you ate in the app. You don't have to be tech savvy. You take what you ate, you put it in an app. I don't want you to change anything. I want to see how Fridays are. I don't want you giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol. Someone sent me last night their log and she's like, I had pie. I go, pie is not bad. As long as 35% or greater of your protein or your food is coming from protein and 40% or less is coming from fats and carbs, baby, you're almost there. And guess what? In 5 days, you have 7 days in my course. You literally, your 7 days looks like this. You're in my text messaging, personal phone number. You get into an app that's configured to you, your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, the fact that you're a male or a female. You go in and you enter your food. Just enter it. Every night you get a voice note from me. Say you're like me and I'm like, hey, so 60% of your food's fat. 20% was carbs. And the other 10% was protein. Let's look at what you're eating. And I break down everything. Okay, so this is a fat. We could do half instead of the whole avocado. This is a carb, the toaster strudel. Instead of 2 of them, do 1. Okay, this olive oil is a fat. Instead of 1 tablespoon, do half. I'm just giving recommendations. You pick and choose where you're going to pull back on the fat. And then when you had the chicken or the lunch meat or the cottage cheese or the Greek yogurt, I give recommendations and help you. The learning is in the doing. And for that week course with me, within day number 5, you'll be like, Michelle, this is easier than I thought, and you will have mastered it, guaranteed. You get that app forever. But what about if you go out to eat or travel? Literally listen to this. I right now could go to Logan's and be like, hey, I'm having a snack or I'm having a meal and 35% of the calories from this meal have to come from protein. Hey, 40% of the calories can come from fats and carbs. Help me order what 5 things can I get on the menu. It'll tell you. Yes, it works for vegetarians. It'll tell you an answer in 3 seconds. You can take this app and go to your refrigerator, take a picture and say, I need to make breakfast. It needs to be 30 grams of protein, less than 300 calories. Here's what I have. Give me 5 recipes. You'll have an answer. You get that for lifetime. You get the app to track your macros, the percentage of your protein, fats, and carbs for lifetime. 10-minute abs workout. You're getting it today. Lifetime. You literally get me at Costco and Kroger live. Here's me grocery shopping. Here's my cart, and here's a list for you now. And my event that the doors haven't even opened for yet, May 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, an exclusive live private event. You now have a ticket and a secured spot to be a part of. And if you can't make it, you have lifetime access to it. That's my course. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being Michelle, I don't care, and 10 being show me the way to losing weight without the meal plan, without giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol, and without having to buy packaged foods from a company ever again, I am ready to draw a line in the sand. And this course, that's $1,267. Today is $67. No monthly minimum, no monthly subscription. There is no catch. And there will be a time where this is not offered because you will be behind the scenes with me starting today in my personal inbox, text messaging me. So 10 being show me the frickin' way. Where do you stand? And I understand that you're frustrated and you go to this site and you see this person going live and they're talking about weight loss. You have never had a Michelle Churchill Dworak in your back pocket. And if you allow me to, I will absolutely change your life. Just know that if you don't know macronutrients and if you've ever done a meal plan, in any way, shape, or form, they're giving you macronutrients, the proper percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. And that's what behind the scenes, my course teaches you. And you've got 7 days with me. And in 5 days, you will have mastered it. So here's the deal. That $1,297, today it's $67, that is going up next week. Yes, also, we have the launch of my recipe book. $97 value, it is $27 value. That is going up next week as well. So drop a heart in the comments if you don't have your Power Play course. Drop a heart in the comments if you want the recipe book as well. So we're gonna dive in. We're gonna talk about the 3 components to losing weight the right way. Number 1 is the protein, obviously. You wanna reach for a minimum of 125 grams of protein every single day, every day. And how you're gonna do this is you're gonna reach for 25 to 35 grams of protein every meal and every snack. So help me with this. How many grams of protein per meal, per snack minimum? What did I just say? So it's right here for you. When you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you will see the protein power play. And I'm here to tell you that you came across this for a reason. There will be a time in my life where I become so extremely busy in a different season of my life that this will not be offered. And you have an opportunity right now to learn macronutrients with me in my personal phone number, behind the scenes, and to master it within 5 days, along with every bonus that I mentioned that you unleash today. Once you get your Power Play ticket, check your email. It'll tell you to text my personal number and say, I am ready. I am ready. I've got a 70-year-old down 60 pounds. I've got my 53-year-old husband down 25 pounds. I lost 30 pounds losing this in 5 months. I've maintained it. She's maintained it. Every day, if you go to my stories, you will see people saying, Michelle, I've struggled. I'm down 12 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, these people are not giving up foods, desserts, alcohol, or following a meal plan. Do you know what they're doing? They're getting the proper percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. They're learning. You can't just be given a meal plan for the rest of your life. You need to learn. The recipe book, yes, it's called Power Plate, so like a plate. And that is $97 value. It's $27 today. That's going up next week. Your Protein Power Play ticket, that also guarantees you a spot for May 12th through that whole week as well. Lifetime access to everything, including the apps that I said you get for a lifetime. It's $1,297 value, today at $67. It is going up next week. So if you happen to get this on the replay, which it's available for 30 days, and you don't get that price, I'm sorry. Stop, drop, and take action, okay? So if you don't have my protein guide, that's gonna be the number 1 help of getting 25 to 35 grams of protein with meals and snacks. Actually, if you don't have it, drop guide in the comments, okay? We're making breakfast this morning. The app that you will have, you will literally be able to go to and you'll be able to say this, literally. let's go like this. You'll have this app today, just so you know. Those that have a once of a month salary coming in lose the chance because it ends before the end of the month. No, Brenda, you have next week. You have all of next week. Okay, and there's a payment plan option as well. Okay, so I have cottage cheese. I have protein powder, which is chocolate peanut butter cup. I have mixed berries. I have peanut butter. I have almond milk. I have egg whites. What can I make for breakfast that is a different recipe than what we have made? I want it to be 30 grams of protein and I want it less than 250 calories. Can you give me 3 suggestions? This app you will have and you'll be trained on me how to use when you get your Power Play ticket. So if you don't have Power Play, drop Power Play in the comments. That right there is worth $1,200. You'll never have to get anything ever again. Okay, absolutely. Here are the 3 fresh creative breakfast ideas based on what you have. Chocolate peanut butter cottage cheese mousse. Drop a 1 if that's the one that you want. Don't wait till I say it. Number 2, chocolate peanut butter cup berry smoothie is number 2. We're taking a vote. Number 1 is chocolate peanut butter cottage cheese mousse. Number 2 is chocolate peanut butter cup berry smoothie. And number 3 is high protein chocolate peanut butter berry bake. Number 3. What number do you vote for? Number 3 is high protein chocolate peanut butter berry bake. Number 2 is chocolate peanut butter cup berry smoothie. And number 1 is chocolate peanut butter cottage cheese mousse. Now is your time to vote. For Power Play, you will be started today and you will learn macronutrients, which is taught when you get any kind of meal plan. I'm telling you right now that you will drop 30 pounds in 5 months and you will maintain it. Right now, and you will have no meal plan, no giving up foods, no giving up desserts, and no giving up alcohol at all. I teach it. You will master the course that you're going to be given, and it's me and you doing it together. It's not you going and reading a bunch of junk in 5 days, but you have me for 7 days behind the scenes, like my personal phone number. So for your Power Play ticket, that is $1,200 value. It's actually $1,297. It's $67 today. That price is going up next week. Okay? TheBreakfastShow.net has Power Play. The free guide that you're asking for, TheBreakfastShow.net. It says Protein Guide, FREE. Click here. It's right there for you. My Power Plate, that is my recipe book. Power Plate, that is $97 value. It's $27. It's going up next week to the $97. Today it's $27. Okay? So at thebreakfastshow.net, it looks like 1 is in the lead. So we are going to make the peanut butter mousse. Thebreakfastshow.net has the free protein guide, your Power Play ticket. You're going to get an email to text my personal phone number today. You will know everything you need to know about your BMR. It'll be based, the app, on your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, and the fact that you're a male or a female. It is not calorie counting. It's your macros and micronutrients, protein, fats, and carbs. That's the secret to weight loss. See, I thought for years it was the calories. Okay? And then you'll see the Power Plate, which is the recipe book. Okay? So we're going to make that. The first thing is 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal. I need half a cup of cottage cheese. Okay, so little tip you're going to learn right now. Drop a 1 if you think I should teach you a trick to protein. Do you want to know how you can look at one thing to see if it's high protein? Drop a 1 in the comments if you think I should share it with you. Drop a 1. Why can I not find my cottage cheese? So here's the deal. Watch this. When you look at the back of anything that you are consuming, you see a label. All I need you to do is put your finger up. Put your pointer finger up. Remember pointer finger. Remember label. The last number you see under the calories, you cover. Last number. You just cover it with your pointer. The last number of the calories you cover. So what am I left with? Okay, cool. I'm left with a 9. Now you make your way over to protein. Is it 9 or greater? It's 14. This is an amazing bang for your buck. Amazing. What would you do if it wasn't amazing? You would look at the serving, half a cup, and you would cut it in half. So you would do 1/4 of a cup, and you would find something that has a good bang for its buck and add it with that. Let's try again. So we've got the famous, okay, which I just ate this. So instead of showing you a dirty wrapper, okay, I just had this before you and I got on. Why? Because within 1 hour of waking up, I eat 30 grams of protein. That's why. Okay, so this has 150 calories. So you tell me in the comments when I cover the last number, pointer finger, cover the last number, what do I see? What do I see? 15. 15 or greater on protein, 28. This is the best bang for your buck that you will ever get. The David bar was on Dr. Hubert's podcast. It is a clean bar. This bar tastes good. There's 0 sugar. There's 28 grams of protein with 150 calories. You will burn 30 calories just putting this bar in your mouth. Put it in the microwave for 6 seconds. Chocolate peanut butter is the best. Or no, chocolate brownie batter. Cinnamon roll. Cake batter. Cookies and creamy. Blueberry muffin. The only downfall about David is you can only get him online. Drop David in the comments if you want to sample a 4-pack. Get 10% off. Get free shipping if you get a 12-pack of David bar today. Drop David. Okay? I have one every day, and if you're like, is it okay to supplement with bars and shakes? You are better off than being deficit in protein. You are better off. So if you're looking for a bar that has a really delicious flavor, it's not chalky, it doesn't taste like butt, this is an amazing one. You can sample it, you can get 10% off, you can get free shipping, and you can also get, if you get a 12-pack of the bars, okay? So for the David bar, because the comments disappear, the first thing you would want to go to is here I have my protein guide for FREE. The first thing that pops up, thebreakfastshow.net. The reason I'm pointing you to a site is because the comments are going to disappear. The comments will disappear. So thebreakfastshow.net, you will see the gold David bar. And when you see the gold David bar, every time you use that link, you get free shipping. You don't need a code, okay? Every time. They have amazing customer service. They ship today. So thebreakfastshow.net has the David bar. You just need that link. Every time you use that link, you're getting free shipping. Pretty incredible, right? So we need to do a 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. That's what this app is telling me, okay? All these recipes, by the way, 40 plus. Every one has at least 20 grams of protein. Is inside of my recipe book. If you don't have my recipe book, drop book in the comments if you don't have it. So we're gonna do a 1/2 cup, okay, of cottage cheese. I don't have a 1/2 cup, so 1/2 cup, okay. The second thing it's calling for, hello, my beautiful friend, I frickin' love your face. 1 scoop of chocolate peanut butter cup protein powder, okay. I think I need to put this inside of a blender. And of course, my husband has the blender cup upstairs. Gotta love husbands. Okay. If you're looking for a protein powder, drop a 1 if you have a protein powder you love. Okay, the protein powder I use, here's what you want to look for. You always want it to have less than 5 grams of carbs. Mine has less than 4 grams. Less than 5 grams of sugar. Mine has less than 1 gram. Mine has no dairy ingredients, non-GMO, organic, 8 ingredients, no dairy ingredients at all, gluten-free, soy-free. And you know what? It tastes delicious. Like if you're looking for something that doesn't have a nasty aftertaste, I'm telling you right now, try this protein powder. It took me 30 powders to try to find one that I actually loved. But now I love it so much. And listen, there's 25 flavors to choose from. So every month that I change it, it's a different flavor. So I don't ever get sick and tired of it or bored of it. Okay? It happens to be, I'm sure you've heard of it, the Orgain protein powder. If you go to Costco or Sam's, you're only going to find chocolate and vanilla. I got really burnt out on those flavors. This cookies and creamy and fruity pebbles and the other 25 flavors at their site have so much more variety, and you can get 15% off. So if you want the link, you don't want to search all day for it, and you want to save your time, you want to save your money not going to drive to the market, they ship today. Drop link in the comments section. Okay? More than happy to share it with you. So we're gonna do 1 scoop. There's 140 calories, which is pretty freaking incredible. 140 calories in 2 scoops, and there's 20 grams of protein, so it's an amazing bang for your buck. Chocolate peanut butter Justine's, I'm sure you've had one before. It tastes just like that. I literally have 50 recipes. For the book, just so you know, my recipe book that you're asking for, Linda, it's right here. The recipe book is $97. Today it's $27. It's going up next week. So thebreakfastshow.net has the recipe book. It's called the Power Plate. Every recipe has over 20 grams of protein. So Power Plate is the recipe book. And Linda, I can't drop the link. Thebreakfastshow.net also has the David Bar. You won't miss it. And it has the Orgain protein powder. Listen, every time you use that code at the Orgain at thebreakfastshow.com, thebreakfastshow.net, right here, Orgain protein powder, you will see a code. You get 15% off every time you use that code. Every time. 15% off, okay? Also, your David Bar is there. And the reason why, Patricia or Linda, the comments disappear. So the first thing I would do if you just hopped on is thebreakfastshow.net has the free protein guide. The first thing that pops up, click it, get your protein guide. That's going to help you get 25 to 35 grams of protein in every meal and every snack. Okay? We don't want to have below 125 grams of protein. Number 2, we have our David Bar, 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. Clean, 0 sugar. Okay? That's in there. And then you also have the Orgain protein powder. You can't miss it. Orgain protein powder, 15% off. There's a code for that one. Every time you use that, you get 15% off. Every time you use the link for the David Bar, you get free shipping. Capiche? The Power Plate is my recipe book, $97. It's launched. Today it's $27. It's going up next week. Okay? If you do not know in any way, shape, or form, here is your number 1 weight loss hack. If today you were to go put everything you eat, I don't want you on a meal plan. I don't want you giving up food. I don't want you giving up dessert. I don't want you giving up alcohol. I don't want you to look at a meal plan. And if you were to go in, even though it's Friday, at the end of the day, when I see a graph is always going to equal 100%. When I see this, did 35% or more of your food come from protein? 40% or less can come from fat. 40% or less can come from carbs. Your graph will be 100%. What are your numbers? And if you don't know, please drop Power Play. It is the one and only reason why 99% of the time you are not losing weight. And if anything, you're putting weight on. So to lose weight, someone's going to put you on a meal plan. And you'll lose weight because they give you the proper percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. Guess what I do in my course? I teach you. And my course is not, hey, you go and read a bunch of crap. It's you get into an app, you put your food in the app, don't change your eating habits at all. I voice note you every night. We reverse engineer, we make minor tweaks like this, okay? You'll master it within 5 days, and 99% of the time you will, and you get 2 extra days with me to just message me, put your food in there, and me to voice note you. What else? The app to track your percentage people pay for, you have it for free for lifetime. Protein, fats, and carbs, percentage, macronutrient, micronutrient. You also have a 10-minute abs workout. You also have me at Costco and Kroger with what I actually put in my cart, with a list. You get to be a part of a private exclusive event where the doors have not even opened yet. May 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, a live event every day for 30-minute sessions where you have lifetime access to everything. And you have an app that you just saw me talk to it and tell it to give me a recipe. For for 30 grams of protein for under 250 calories, and I told it the food I had at my fridge with a picture, and it gave me 5 recipes. You get that for a lifetime, and I teach you how to use it. If you do not have Power Play, this bundle is a $1,297 value. It's $67 today. There is no catch. There is no reoccurring fee. You don't have to be tech savvy. I've got 70-year-olds down 60 pounds. Okay? This will one time in my life, because it's so busy for me to do, I will retire from it and it will not be taught. So the fact that you came across this, stop, drop, and get your frickin' Power Play ticket. And you'll literally get an email to text my personal phone number that you are ready. So if you're really ready, drop ready in the comments. So Power Play is right here. That price is going up next week, just so you know. So if you catch this on the replay, please don't be vulgar with me, because some people are. So thebreakfastshow.net has there for you Power Play. You can't miss it. Once you check out, you're going to get an email. It's going to tell you to text message my personal phone number. You will be set up in an app that is mirrored and configured to only you. Your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, the fact that you are a male or a female. Okay? So, next thing that we have, cinnamon. Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, what are 8 positive benefits of cinnamon on your health?
Here's something I found on the web. Some health benefits commonly associated with cinnamon may include providing antioxidants, reducing inflammation, preventing heart disease, lowering blood sugar levels, preventing diabetes, preventing cancer, preventing bacterial and fungal infection, improving insulin sensitivity.
Okay, if you just learned something new about cinnamon, I need you to drop a kissy face in the comment section. Okay? 2 pinches a day, baby. I had a pinch in my coffee. I just put a pinch in this recipe, and you saw it with your own eyeballs. But it's not regular cinnamon. It is Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon has a little bit of a correlation to elevating kidney levels, but the Ceylon cinnamon doesn't. So CEYLON. I get the Simple Truth Organic. Actually, I get it from Amazon. Drop link if you don't want to spend all day looking for it. Drop link if you're like me and you don't want to go drive and use your gas or your valuable time. Just remember, 2 pinches every day. Leave it on the counter. Put it in your coffee. Use it as a natural sweetener. Okay? Okay. So, we're going to dump this inside of here. It tells us that we can use 5 to 6 berries. But I need to tell you something. The fundamentals to weight loss. If you have any inflammation, if you have any bloating in the gut, okay, irregular bowel movements, are you farting and it smells like someone might have died? Drop in the comments, okay, a 1. I got something to tell you, baby. I never knew, ever, that you need 6 servings every day. Every day. 6 servings. Okay? It's less expensive on Amazon than the local grocery store. Awesome! Right here you will find thebreakfastshow.net. It has Amazon finds. Mystical Pixie, we are making a chocolate peanut butter mousse. Okay? Thebreakfastshow.net, the free protein guide, will have your recipe for today, along with a guide to help you get 25 to 35 grams of protein with every meal and every snack. You are going to melt fat, boost metabolism, and be so happy and so grateful that you smiled while you still have teeth. Okay? Thebreakfastshow.net has that for you. Free protein guide. Next, you will see Amazon finds the Ceylon cinnamon, the creamy cashew octonut butter. Please do me a favor. Stop, drop, and I want you to run in your cabinet, and I want you to grab your peanut butter. The first ingredient listed on anything you put into your mouth. First ingredient. When you look at a list, it says ingredients, boom, 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 boom. That's what's found in what you're eating. The first thing listed is what you can find the most of. The last thing listed is what you can find the least of. My peanut butter, the number one ingredient was sugar, and the last ingredient was peanuts. How messed up is that? Imagine a plate of sugar with 2 peanuts next to it. What does yours say? What's your almond butter say? It should say almonds. It should say cashews. It should say peanuts. Sea salt is fine. Nothing else. Nothing else. The one that I use, it's creamy. It's a cashew butter. I get it on Amazon. There's cashews only. Drop a link if you want it. That's in my Amazon store as well. If you have any bloating, inflammation, irregular bowel movements, foul smelling gas, and I were to ask you right now, did you know you need 6 cups total every day of insoluble and soluble fiber? Would you be able to say yes? Insoluble and soluble fiber cannot be supplemented. You cannot buy a powder. You cannot find insoluble and soluble fiber through anything but raw fruits and veggies. And I don't care what anyone says. You cannot take phyto greens or phyto reds and tell me that it's fruits or veggies. It is not. 6 cups total a day. No, I was not doing this. So I want you to start this week with 1 to 2 cups total. Then next week, 2 to 3 cups. Before you know it, you will be at 6 cups total. The inflammation in your body, the bloating in your body, the irregular bowel movements in your body will improve tenfold. It is critical to weight loss. Never more than 3 cups of fruit. Never more than 3 cups of fruit total. Your fruit should be berries. Why? Best bang for your buck. The highest fiber, the highest antioxidants, the lowest on the glycemic index chart. Never more than 3 cups total. You want to do 6 cups of vegetables? Awesome. You want to do 5 cups of vegetables, 1 cup of fruit? Awesome. Whatever you do, just reach for 6 cups total. Okay, I'm going to grab berries. I get a frozen berry melon blend from the market. I'm going to do, dropped it on the front of my cabinet, a half a cup. Oh, no, I'll just do a whole cup. All I've had today was my David bar, but I'm already at 28 grams, right? Okay, we're gonna pour it in here, and that makes up the recipe. I thought it was gonna have us put peanut butter inside of it, but it didn't, because we have chocolate peanut butter protein powder. And then the second thing that I can't not mention is you need half of your weight in ounces of water. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm telling you what I was taught. I have read over 20 books. I was the girl who my doctor tried to put me on metformin to lose weight. And I told my doctor to go fly a kite. And I went on Audible and I read more books than I can count. Not read, listened to, right? Listened to. And what I found was 3 things I wasn't doing, which is my protein intake, my water intake, my mindset, and then my insoluble and soluble fiber. And when I changed those things that I'm teaching you right now and exactly what I did to get better at them, I dropped 30 pounds. I'm almost 40 years old and I have maintained it. Never once gave up foods, desserts, alcohol, and never followed a meal plan. I have it right here, Teresa. I use the Orgain, okay? Orgain protein powder. You get 15% off. I have it linked right here. The recipe, Gracie, thebreakfastshow.net. It has the protein guide, F-R-E-E. Protein guide, F-R-E-E. You cannot miss it. It has the recipe and it's a guide to help you get a minimum of 125 grams of protein every day. Okay? Thebreakfastshow.net has, okay, Randis is saying they can't hear me. Can you hear me on Instagram? Thebreakfastshow.net has, which I forgot what you asked for. What'd you ask for? Good morning. Orgain protein powder. If you use that code, you'll get 15% off. And there's 25 flavors. I get the Justine's chocolate peanut butter cup. A little tip, get a new flavor every month. You'll never get sick of it. You'll never get sick of it. Okay? So we're gonna blend this up to make our mousse. If I want, I can freeze it. Your water, tell me in the comments how much water. Okay, funny thing, you're gonna die laughing. Funny thing, okay? The term liposuction. What is liposuction? Tell me in the comments what it means to have liposuction. What's liposuction? What's liposuction? All right, we have our moose. Dun, 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 dun. What is liposuction? Can you show me the codes again for savings? Do you drink your current weight, half of your weight, sucking fat out of your body? Do you want to know how your body organically burns fat? I think my top's a little small. Do you want to know how? It's called lipolysis. Lipolysis, that term is what created liposuction. Hello, it's how your body burns fat without having to have it sucked out of you. But, right here at thebreakfastshow.net, guess what? You need half of your weight in ounces of water every day in order to burn fat. I was drinking water when I brushed my teeth, and that was it. Half of your weight. How are you going to do it? Here, listen. Here's what helped me. I had to put all these sticky notes next to my bed, everywhere, okay? Oh, good job, Beth. No, it's actual weight, not desire, actual weight, half of your actual weight. Okay, listen, I wake up to sticky notes everywhere. My phone, it says water is how you burn fat. I make myself, Today was one of those days I was like, if people knew the shiz that I did to burn fat, 15 Mississippis, 1, 2, 3. Then I go into my phone, under clock, timer, 90 minutes, water is how you burn fat, and I stop, drop, and drink water every 90 minutes. You will never not reach your goal. Just remember, what are you telling yourself around water? What you say is what you bring more of. So I want you to tell me in the comments, so I know that you know this, how much water do you need each and every day to burn fat? What tips did I just give you that help you? Look at this moose. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Holy, wow. Half of your weight? Yup. Okay. Half of your weight. If you have a timer set right now for 90 minutes, and it says water is how you burn fat, drop a 1. Drop a 1. Drop a 1. I just purchased program. Woo-hoo! Who else is getting their protein power play? Who's texting me after the show? Who wants to know next steps? Who wants to after the show? Did you get any value? If you're like, how do I have you in my life every day? Drop a heart. Drop a heart. Here we have the recipe. We're going to take a photo of it. We're going to put it inside the stories. Ooh, yummy. Woohoo! Coming in hot. All right, going to my stories for you. Are you following me on Instagram or Facebook? Number 1, drop a 1 if you are getting the proper amount of upper body, lower body, cardio, and core. Drop a 1. If you are perimenopausal, menopausal, and you are doing too much cardio or too much HIIT, you are destroying your cortisol levels. So I have a 6-week program. We hop on a call for 30 minutes every week for 6 weeks. I've got 2 today. You have 4 workouts a week that are given to you. You will have the proper amount of upper body, lower body, cardio, core. You press play and that is it. Okay? You can do it without equipment or with strength training. It's either resistance training, without equipment, or with dumbbells. Okay? And you get everything in the power play. And you have my phone number to text message me every day, sharing your macros graph and calories graph. That's the 6 weeks. Best meat. Drop best meat. Power play, if you don't know how to get 35% of the food you're putting into your mouth right now from protein or greater, and 40% or less from fats and carbs, which is called macronutrients, micronutrients. If you've ever purchased a meal plan in any way, shape, or form, and you got results, but then when you got off, you gained weight, it's because that person gave you the proper macronutrients, but they didn't teach you. So I have a course. The course is not you going and reading for 17 hours. It's you text messaging me after you get off the show. I'm ready, because that's what the email is going to say. And you have the next week behind closed doors with me. It's going to take you 5 days. 99% of my students master it in 5 days. You get 2 extra days with me where you go into an app that's configured to only you. Your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, the fact that you're a male or a female. I don't want you on a meal plan. I don't want you giving up foods. I don't want you giving up alcohol. I don't want you giving up desserts. And at the end of the day, every day I voice note you. The learning is in the doing. You will have so many aha moments, and by the 5th day, guaranteed 35% of the food you put into your mouth or greater will come from protein, 40% or less will come from fat, 40% or less will come from carbs. You will start losing weight, and I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months. My husband, who's 53, dropped 25 pounds in 3 months. We've both maintained it. It's called power play, okay? You also get a grocery haul, not to follow my groceries, to see what I put in my cart with a list for ideas. You get a 10-minute abs workout. You get an app to track your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs that most people pay for. You have lifetime access to it, no monthly fee. You also have an app that you can talk to and say, hey, I'm at Longhorn Steakhouse tonight. I need to have 35% of the calories from my dinner come from protein. Up to 40% of it can come from fats and carbs. Tell me 3 things on the menu that I can order.